Hey everyone, kids and also favorite gamers in the world. I'm gonna do the first time review or full review of my beloved TurboCard 16 mini system. It's not quite mini, unfortunately. It's a bit big. And now, take a look at this console. It's like an old TurboCard 16 that I've seen this before. That's the you put the turbo card inside. This is a turbo card insert. And there's the power switch. A little closer. That locked the turbo card in there. It's just like the Game Boy. Power switch locks on the cartridge. And also there's two controller ports. And now there's a USB port. The original TurboCard 16 is only one controller port, but that was a dumb idea. Also, there's a detachable for the back, so that could put on the. That's the power outlet, and this is the HDMI input. But I know the old TurboCard 16 has no don't have a AV output, unfortunately. But thankfully HDMI is in there. But unfortunately, in the old TurboCard 16, you gotta purchase the TurboCard 16, you gotta purchase the AV output. That was dumb. And also, there's only not attachment for the. And also, the old TurboCard 16 is only attachment of the CD system, unfortunately. And now we're gonna take a look at these controllers. Like, this controller is muy larga. Very long. It's longer than the NES Classic controller and longer than the original TurboCard 16 controller, because the old TurboCard 16 controller, you gotta purchase the extension cord. And look at this controller is pretty good. There's one or two buttons, the select start button, and even some turbo switches. And that's the coolest thing. See that? I did like the controller of the PC Engine that I looked it up. That's why I like that color of the PC Engine, which is red and white, which is the color of Japan. And even I like the system of the PC Engine, it's smaller. And also, we're going to talk about what game did I like on the TurboCard 16 mini. Well, it's been a lot of car games, though unfortunately my box is in my room. But I'm going to show this on this image on the TurboCard 16 mini game select. So I'm going to do this first. Alien Crush, it was okay. Nexus pinball game, unfortunately. But there's been a flicker on it that I talked about that on GameSec. I watched the GameSec review of the TurboCard 16 review and even some TurboCard 16 mini. 2 parts of the TurboCard 16 part 1 and 2. And I watched that. So this should include better one, my personal opinion. They should have added a better pinball game like Devil's Crush. It was awesome. And it has scrolling. Blazing Lasers, awesome shooter. Great launch game. It is definitely the best shooter on the TurboCard 16. And we know it's Gunneck in Japan. That took the movie. Dungeon Explorers is Gauntlet, but Pat noticed that and this is a terrible cover art. And yes, I did watch Pat's TurboCard 16 review of the Christmas special of 2010. Motor Rotor, yeah, that's an awful overhead racing game. Like, I can't understand the controls on it, and I can't figure out to accelerate the car. So this Motor Rotor is, in my opinion, my number one worst TurboCard 16 game ever. Or also TurboCard. Power Glove was okay, but nobody likes that game. But the music was definitely good. But I'm always more familiar with Neo Turf Master. R-Type, awesome port of the arcade game. And also, it combines 2 cards in Japan. They combine it together as a single turbo card in US. That is awesome technology. That's why R-Type like this port after I played the Game Boy ports. Victory Run, not as good, not a good old first-person racing game. Like there should have been included a better first-person racing game like Chase HQ would have been awesome. So that's why Victory Run. I don't know. I don't like that game either. Human Fu, awesome puzzle game. I did play this. So basically, it's a puzzle game. You have to put the balls in the, marbles, colored marbles in the correct, the match colors. That's why I play this game. The music is calming, and yeah, I did like this game of Human Fu. JJ and Jeff was weird game. It's based on the Japanese 2 comedian that I know of. And also you could spray on it. And also, birds dropping poop? That's disgusting. And I can't say that word, unfortunately. So JJ Jeff, weird game, awful. Yeah, I guess. Military Madness, it's an okay. I didn't play that before. Basically, it's a strategy game. It was okay. Zootopia was great. It's definitely Turbo's version of Zelda. And also, it's only you could attack the shots in the plus, the 4 directional shot, like plus, like 4 directional, like up and down, left, right. Yeah. Ninja Spirit is legit. It was definitely like Legend of Cage and even Shinobi. It was an awesome game, but it's really hard. And the powerful weapon I choose is definitely the star, the 3-way stars. It was a lot easier as sword, unfortunately. But I always choose the sword and the ninja star. Ninja Spirit is the only best ninja game ever. Psychosis, I did not like that shooter. The Japanese version was an awful version. Also, the alien said they give you a middle finger and then they said the F word. That was really hurt my feelings. Thankfully, the US version censored it of the middle finger and also the F word. And it says, I don't know what the alien says. It says, good luck. Yeah. Psychosis is not a good shooter. Space Harrier was an okay port of the arcade. Mostly I like the arcade version of Space Harrier, but instead of the checkerboards are different, the floors are different. Instead of checkerboard in the arcade, now there's 9 floors. So yeah, Space Harrier was an okay game on the TurboCard. Splathouse, I did like. It's a good game. It's a good game, I guess, but I like the Japanese version of the Friday the 13th, but they censored it in the US version, unfortunately. They changed the mask to purple in the US version, but they always keep the Jason mask in the Japanese version and also the arcade because of the movie license of Friday the 13th. Yeah. And I did enjoy this game, even the arcade. Next up is East Book 1 and 2. It's a CD game. It's basically an RPG. Well, I did not play this before. People liked it. I've seen the East review of GameStack. Even Jordan Millennium, MP console gamer, did. The next one is the Bonk sequel, which is Bonk's Revenge. It was definitely a good game. Good sequel. And I did like this game a lot. I did enjoy the Bonk's Revenge. The next is a role-playing game, is Kadash. It was definitely a good hack and slash RPG. It was on Genesis. This is John Millennium's 10th favorite arcade game of all time. Excuse me. Parasol Stars is definitely Rainbow Island. It's a Rainbow Island, and it's a both knockoff, both spin-off of Bubble Bubble and Rainbow Island. Yeah, and I did enjoy this game. This is definitely the own version. Parasol Stars, I did enjoy it. Arizona is definitely a bonk shooter. It is definitely awesome. The sequel, Zootopia 2, is pretty good. It's Zelda, another good sequel of Zelda knockoff. but now it's only a directional shot. You could swing your sword and up, left and right, and down, left and right. New Adventure Island was definitely good. It was definitely a second Adventure Island, and I did enjoy this game. Next one is a Soldier Blade, and that is an awesome shooter. And I did play this one, and also I played that horror shooter, but it was a lot harder. Even the weapon I used it was the normal shot and the green shot. There's also interesting. The caravan mode, and I really enjoyed the most of Soldier Blade. I was pretty good at this to get a high score. I'm pretty good at the 5-minute mode. The 2-minute mode was a lot harder to try to get the highest score as possible. That's what I like interesting about caravan shooters. Next up is Bomberman 93. This one's better than the NES version in my opinion. Oh yeah, the last up is the only Super CD game, Lords of Thunder. It was a pretty awesome shooter. The music is rocking it. And there's also a Sega CD version. Yeah, but I always want to choose. I like that one, but there would have been a great choice. They should have had a great shooter. Like the great packing game for the Turbo Duo was Gate of Thunder. So what games I like what's the game I liked on the TurboGrafx 16 side? Well, the game I enjoyed was Blazing Lasers, R-Type, Chumen Fu, Newtopia, Ninja Spirit, let's see, Bonk's Revenge, Parasol Stars, Airzonk, Newtopia 2, New Adventure Island, Lords of Thunder, and Soldier Blade. The DOK game was Bomberman 93, Kadash, Eastbook 1 and 2. Then I really enjoyed it. And even Power Golf and Alien Crush. But what other games I don't like? Well, it's an easy one. It's definitely Dungeon Explorers was definitely an okay game also. The worst one is Motor Rotor, Victory Run, and JJ and Jeb. Those 3 games I did not, and also Psychosis. Those 4 games I did not like it in my personal opinion. But Motor Rotor is my worst TurboCard game, or worst TurboGrafx 16 game, in my opinion. That's because of the controls, and I can't figure out to accelerate the control of the car. So tune in for part 2 of the PC Engine side.